Hey everyone, what's up? Newbie Snake here. How are you all doing today? Today I'll go through the usual details with you all on the current ranking events as well as the new gacha. So let's get started. So we have a new ranking event and we're fighting Zabuza and Haku this time. And this is our traditional type of ranking event where we collect points each time we finish a mission. So the more you play, the more points you end up getting. So let's take a look at the featured characters that will give you a score bonus this time. Okay, whoops, clicked on the wrong button there. All right, so here are the featured characters that will be giving us a bonus. And as you guys can see, this time we're having like this double bonus that they're introducing. It only applies to this new character that I'll go through with you guys in a few seconds, few minutes, or maybe a few 10 minutes, who knows. Anyway, so we have this Kakashi, and then the two 4 stars, Sasuke and Naruto, and then this gifted Naruto that we got like 1 or 2 weeks ago, and then we got the referral ticket Jiraiya, and then the event girl, I keep forgetting her name, sorry guys, and then we have Deidara. I believe that was the premium shop Deidara, right? Yeah, or was it the event one? I forgot. I don't think there's any event one. All right, so and then we have these ones over here. They only give you the score bonus, like the points bonus. They will not be giving you the second bonus, which is the damage bonus. All right, so these ones over here, they will only give you points bonus. So what's happening this time is we'll be getting the points bonus as well as damage bonus. So for example, if you guys have this newest Kakashi, your point bonus will be, starting at 12 times the multiplier for the score, all the way up to 20 times if your Nindo level is at 10. And this time, we're also getting damage bonus. That means if you're attacking with this Kakashi, then the attacks of him will be multiplied by 4 times, all the way up to 5 times if its Nindo level is at 10. All right, same thing over here for the new Sasuke and Naruto. Their points bonus will be 4 times, all the way up to 6 times. And then damage bonus is 3 times all the way up to 4 times. So whenever Naruto attacks, his attacks will be, his damage will be times 3 all the way up to times 4. Same as Sasuke, all right? And over here, the same deal applies to these 4 characters. Okay, so how it works this time, they've explained it pretty well, is the damage bonus and the score bonus works a bit differently, all right? They have clearly stated it out this time, whereas last time they weren't really clear on things. Well, for what I've seen anyways. So the score bonus will work the same as usual. It adds up with your other characters that have a score bonus. So for example, if you have this Kakashi at Nindo level 0, your score multiplier will be 12 times, right? So if you also have, let's say, this Sasuke, it'll be 12 times plus 4 times equals 16 times, right? So let's say if you end up getting 100 score, it'll be 100 score times 16, all right? That will be your final score if you have these 2 characters combined. But damage bonus will work individually, so it won't stack. So for example, if you have Kakashi and you have Sasuke, you will not be having 4 times plus 3 times equals 7 times damage bonus whenever any of your characters attack. That is not how it works. How it works is if you have Kakashi, let's say Kakashi deals 1,000 damage, it'll be 1,000 damage times 4 equals 4,000 damage. And then over here we have Sasuke, let's say he does 1,000 damage as well, then it'll be 1,000 damage times 3, 3,000, all right? So these will not add up. Damage bonus works individually, but score bonus works together. All right, so at the end, again, this is the traditional type of ranking event. So you play the mission, you get score bonus at the end of the mission, and then that score times this multiplier equals your final score, okay? It is not based on your damage dealt, whereas the previous ranking event is based on the damage dealt, right? So damage dealt, the higher your damage, the higher the score. This is not the case, all right? These damage bonus over here is just so that you can kill off your enemies faster. So that means you can grind even more in less time, all right? So that's like a bonus for you to save time and to kill off your opponents faster. So that's what they're introducing this time. And I think it's pretty neat, pretty okay. So you don't really have to have these damage bonus, but again, you would want to have those points bonus anyways, right? All right, so after clearing that out, so let's talk about the rewards first, okay? Let's see. Oops, sorry, my bad. Okay, so let's talk about the rewards, and then I'll go through your personal rewards as well as your rank rewards, okay? So here we are. We have the 5 stars Zabuza this time as our reward, and his stats are pretty okay. I reviewed it before, recording the video. This time they just seem like a pretty standard unit for both Haku and Zabuza. So here we go. His cost is 32, and his first skill is a unique type skill. Trigger speed is normal. Chakra cost is 80. What he does is he'll be dealing a single target enemy damage. So what he does is he negates 30% of the enemy's defense, and then he will deal 6 times multiplier attack damage as his attack. And then there's also a chance that critical hit will happen, and if that happens, your damage will be higher. The max it goes up to is 2.2 times the damage, all right? So skill number 2, we have no type skill. Trigger speed is fastest. Chakra cost is 60. What it does is it buffs your whole team's attack stats by 50%. And also it will benefit, also for the units that are from the Hidden Mist Village, all of their skill damage will be increased by 50% as well. All right, abilities. Leader skill, for it buffs all Hidden Mist Village units. It buffs their attack, defense, and agility by 20%. Ability number 1, whenever he takes damage, all right, whenever Zabuza takes damage, there's a chance that his attack, defense, and agility will be increased by 50%. Okay, so whenever he takes damage, this will happen. And it doesn't say it will be stacked, so maybe it's capped at 50%. All right, because some other units will see the stacking effects, right? Saying like, oh, max stacks is 5 or something, right? So I don't know how this will go, but for those of you who already got him, then please let us know down below in the comment section. Ability number 2, when his HP is above 80%, his skill damage is increased by 70%, and his chakra cost will be decreased by 20%. So he's a pretty okay standard unit. The reason why I said he's only okay kind of standard is because his attack only deals single target enemy damage, right? And it's a multiplier attack again, so yeah, but he's still pretty decent from what I have just translated out for you guys. Over here we have Haku. This is Haku at level 100. That's his stats, and it's not as not as high as Zabuza, right? So over here, first skill is a water type technique. Trigger speed is fast. Chakra cost is 80. What he does is he'll deal 7% plus 900 damage to a single target enemy, and also when his agility is under a buffed status, his damage will times 2. All right. So if you have Haku's agility buffed, then his damage will be 2 times. Second skill is a no type skill. Trigger speed is fast. Chakra cost 60. What it does is he buffs his own agility by 60%. And also, chakra cost will be decreased by 20%. All right, during the buff duration. For abilities, we have first the leader skill. He buffs all blue attribute type units, buffs their agility by 30% and attack by 20%. Ability number 1, for the first 5 turns, his attack will be decreased by 20%, but his skill damage will be increased by 60%. And ability number 2, when his HP is above 80%, his agility and skill damage will be increased by 40%. So again, he's just a pretty normal, okay-ish, standard kind of unit. All right, over here we have Zabuza's awesome sword, blade, whatever you call it. When you equip this to anyone else other than the following 4 Zabuzas, their max HP and attack will be increased by 20%. Unique skill type damage will be increased by 30%. If you equip this to the following 4 Zabuza, Zabuza right here, then your max HP and attack and all skill damage will be increased by 50%. All right. And then over here we have, what is this? The hairpin of Haku, I believe, right? That's the hairpin. All right, so if you equip this to anyone other than the following 4 Hakus, your attack, agility will be increased by 20%. Water type skill damage is increased by 30%. If you equip this to Hakus over here, your attack, agility, and all type skill damage will be increased by 50%. So it's much like the Zabuza's blade, right? Yeah, pretty much like that. Okay. And then finally, wait, is this the final one? Yeah, that's the final one. So finally, we have the Summoning Scroll for Kakashi. If you equip this Summoning Scroll to anyone else other than the following Kakashis that you see here, their summoning type skill damage will be increased by 20%. His or her max HP and attack will be increased by 20%. If you equip this to the following Kakashis, your summoning type skill damage will be increased by 60%, and your max HP and attack increased by 40%. So this is actually pretty good. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so now let's get into the personal rewards and then the ranking rewards. For the personal rewards, first we have 10k gold at 100 points, and then we have this level up material. I believe that's your 4 stars level up material. And then we have a title over here at 1,000 points, and then we have 4 stars guaranteed gacha ticket, and then another level up material, and then we have 20,000 gold. We have stamina recovery ramen, and then we have another title, and then another level up material, 4 stars one, and then we have Rock Lee training material at 4.5k, and then we have 5 ninja stones here at 5k points, and then we also have another stamina recovery ramen times 1, and then we have a Rock Lee training material, and then we have a 4 stars guaranteed gacha ticket, and then we have a title, we have a Monkey King with stamina recovery ramen, we have Rock Lee training material, and then we have another title, and then 4 stars guaranteed gacha ticket, and then we have a ninja stone, and then we have another stamina recovery ramen, and then we have 2 all type skill scrolls at 12,000 points, and then we have another title, 2 Rock Lee training material, another title, 2 Monkey King, 2 Rock Lee training material, and yet another title. And then we have 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket at 19k points, and then we have a ninja stone, 2 all type skill scrolls at 22k points, 5 50,000 gold at 24,000 points. And then we have another title. This is Hidden Mist. I believe it's for the Hidden Mist Village, right? And then we have Stamina, Recovery Ramen. And then we have Ninja Stone here. And then we have another title. This is Tools. Or gear, like, you know, the ninja gear. So that's the second part of that without the ninja part. I believe it's a reference to, you know, during the Zabuza arc, they're saying we're like soldiers, we're just like gear / tools to be used by the ninja world or whatever, right? So yeah. Anyways, at 40,000 points, we have 2 Rock Lee training material, and then we also have another title. We have the Secret Book of the Ninja World at 50,000 points. This is to awaken your characters from your 4th stage of awakening to the 5th stage of awakening. So it's to increase the level cap from level 80 to level 100. This is what you'll be getting at 50,000 points. And the reason why I'm, you know, explaining it again, it's because I have been getting comments on almost every single video asking me about, you know, how do you get the Secret Book of the Ninja World, or what they're used for. All right, so I'll explain it again here as well. All right, at 55,000 points, we have another title, and then we have 100,000 gold at 60,000 points, and then we have 2 all-type skill scrolls, and then we have another 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket. We have a Stamina Recovery Ramen. We have 2 Rock Lee training material. We have 1 Ninja Stone. We have 2 all-type skill scrolls. We have 2 Monkey Kings. We have 1 summoning type scroll ninja gear. This is the one I just went through with you guys. This is the Kakashi one. All right, the Kakashi ninja gear at 100,000 points. And then we have Stamina Recovery Ramen. And then we have another title. We have all-type skill scroll times 3. We have 5 Rock Lee training material, and then we have another title, and then we have 5 Monkey Kings. We have 1 Ninja Stone. We have another title. We have 3 all-type skill scrolls, and then we have another Secret Book of the Ninja World, 400,000 points, and then we have 5 Rock Lee training material, and then at 500,000 points, we'll be getting the 5 stars Zabuza. All right, and then after that, once you reach 600,000 points, you'll be getting a Rock Lee training material. And after that, every 200,000 points, you'll be getting a Rock Lee training material. All right, so let's click on the ranking rewards. Right now, I'm standing at 31.83%, but then that'll change if I don't play. So anyways, let's go from the bottom up. All right, so at 76.11% to 100%, you'll be getting a 4 stars guaranteed gacha ticket. At 50.01% to 76.10%, you'll be getting 2 4 stars guaranteed gacha ticket and 1 title. At 30.01% to 50%, you'll be getting 1 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket and then 2 titles. And then at 20.01% to 30%, you'll be getting 2 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket and then 2 titles. At 10.01% to 20%, you'll be getting the 5 stars Zabuza and then 2 titles. At 5.01% to 10%, you'll be getting 2 5 stars Zabuza as well as 1 all-type skill scroll and then the hairpin of Haku, and then that's ninja gear, by the way, and then 2 ninja stones and 2 titles. At 2.01% to 5%, you'll be getting 3 Zabuzas, 2 all-type skill scroll, 1 Zabuza's blade, and 1 Haku's hairpin, 3 ninja stones, and 3 titles. Okay, so at 2.01% to 5%, you basically are getting almost everything here. At 1.01% to 2%, you'll be getting 4 5 stars Zabuza, 3 all-type skill scroll, 1 Zabuza's blade, 1 Haku's hairpin, 4 ninja stones, and 3 titles. Okay. At 0.51% to 1%, you'll be getting 6 5 stars Zabuza, 4 all-type skill scrolls, 1 Zabuza's blade, 1 Haku's hairpin, 6 ninja stones, and 3 titles. At 0.11% to 0.50%, you begin 8 5 stars Zabuza, 5 all-type skill scroll, 1 Zabuza's blade, 1 Haku's hairpin, 8 ninja stones, and 3 titles. And finally, at 0.01% to 0.10%, you'll be getting 9 Zabuzas, and then 1 Nindo increase item to increase the Nindo of any characters of your choice. And then you have 6 all-type skill scrolls, 1 Zabuza's ninja gear, his blade, 1 Haku's hairpin, 10 ninja stones, and 3 titles. Awesome. So that's it. And these are pretty standard stuff. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missions in total. The hardest one being the Super S rank. And then you just have to clear it under certain rounds. So for the hardest one, you need to clear it under 70 rounds, and then you can't have anyone die on your team, and achieve S rank rating on your mission. So basically, it's the same for each one of them, except the first one here being a turns difference. For the S rank, it's required that you clear this mission in 60 turns. All right. For this one, Super S rank, it's 70 turns. And then for the A rank, it's 50 turns, and so on and so forth. All right. And Haku only appears from time to time. It's not all the time. So it's much like, most of the events we've been facing. Some enemies only come out after 2 to 3 turns, or just random. Okay. So now let's do some gacha. We're going to talk about the newly introduced characters. Basically over here, this tagline that they're just saying is just that there's the double effect, meaning there's damage effects as well as points effects. Damage bonus and points bonus, which I have already explained. So let's get started. Only 3 new characters are introduced this time. Well, I mean, not only 3. Every time they introduce 3, but this time it's only 1 5 stars character and 2 4 stars, right? 1 Sasuke, 1 Naruto. So I actually, really like this art this time. It just seems really cool. Like when you just look at it from far away, it seems like there's a lot packed in the picture, right? Very cool stuff. And this is a limited time character. Much like most of the event gacha ones, they're always limited time / exclusives. So they'll only come out during these kind of events. But for this 4 stars Naruto as well as the 4 stars Sasuke, you actually get them during the regular gacha from now on. So only this one is the limited time / exclusive one. So at level 100, that's Kakashi's stats. It's pretty decent. And his overall kits is actually really decent as well. Usually for... Well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say usually for event gacha ones, they're just pretty okay-ish. But then if you guys remember, we have the Nine Tails Minato, which is great. And then Kushina was pretty good. So I can't really say they're pretty okay-ish. They're mostly pretty decent, all right, for the event gacha one. But this one, it just, stands out, Kakashi. It's pretty good. So I'll explain to you guys what it's about. So for the first skill, it's a summoning type skill. Trigger speed is fast, chakra cost 70. What he does is he'll deal 7% plus 900 damage to a single target enemy, but he will be marking the enemy with the Shinobi Dogs marking, or the Ninja Dogs marking, all right? So he works much like the Nine Tails Minato, all right, where when you first do your damage, it's not as great, but then you land a marking on them, all right? He lands the yellow flash marking, but this time for Kakashi, he lands the Ninja Dogs marking on the enemy, all right? So when you use this skill on enemies that are marked with the Ninja Dogs marking, then you'll be dealing 2.2 times the damage, all right? And also, there is a chance to cancel out your enemy's action. So that's the cool part. Again, this only happens when you're using it on enemies with the Ninja Dogs marking, because this sentence is placed after that. So So the first time you use anything, I don't think it's going to cancel out your enemy's action, and it's not going to deal 2.2 times the damage for sure, because you need to mark them first. All right. So second skill is a no type skill. Trigger speed is fastest, chakra cost 60. And notice his trigger speed is pretty good. This one's fastest. The first skill is fast for an attack, so it's pretty good. And then what he does is he buffs his own attack, defense, and agility by 50%. And also, when you are triggering this skill, when Kakashi is below 80% of his health, he also gets another bonus, which is skill damage increased by 80%. So under normal circumstances, his attack, when you use the skill, his attack, defense, and agility will be increased by 50%. But if you're using the skill when his HP is below 80%, then his skill damage will be increased by 80%, as well as attack, defense, and agility being increased by 50%. All right. So that's pretty decent, right? Both his first skill and second skill. There's like a lot of things packed in one skill. So that's pretty cool. So abilities. For leader skill, he actually buffs all units, buffs their attack by 30%, but he decreases the maximum HP of everyone by 20%. So that's actually a pretty huge decrease. Much like one of the Sasuke's, right? He also decreases the max HP. Anyways, ability number 1. This is actually really interesting because I believe he's the first character that has this. What it is after 5 turns. So after the first 5 turns, then this triggers. All right. Then his attack and skill damage is increased by 50%. Because a lot of characters are like, for the first 5 turns, blah 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 happens. But for Kakashi, it's after the first 5 turns, his attack and skill damage will be increased by 50%. But again, guys, turns meaning the turns of himself. So it's not like 5 turns where you see it on your turns counter. It's going to be 5 of Kakashi's turns, all right? So if your team is made up of 5 people, including your friend, it'll be like 5 times 5, 25 turns in general, right? In average, after like 25 turns, then his attack and skill damage will be increased by 50%. Because usually these turns only apply to that characters. All right, so ability number 2, when Kakashi's HP is below 40%, all incoming skill damage will be decreased by a bit. It's just lessened, all right? It's not halved, but it's lessened. Also, there's a chance that you will be immune to incoming skills, all right? So much like Ninetales Minato, right? There's a chance that you can dodge skills, meaning they do no damage to you. So overall, his kit is pretty interesting and kind of complicated comparing to your standard units, because you have to watch your HP a lot of times, right? So when his HP is below 40%, then this triggers, and then when your HP is below 80%, then this triggers, etc. All right, so yeah, it's pretty interesting, pretty decent, I'd say. Not bad. Okay, so 4 stars Naruto, again, at level 80, that's his stats, okay? Not, of course, it's a 4 star, so it's not too impressive or whatever. It's pretty standard stuff. So first skill is a taijutsu skill. It's his rage, multi-attacks and stuff. Trigger speed is fast, chakra cost 55. He deals single target damage to, he deals single target enemy damage. It is 5 times multiplier attack damage to the single target. And then there's a chance to lower down that target's defense by 40%. Second skill is a no type skill. Trigger speed is fastest, chakra cost is 40. He buffs his own attack damage by 50%. Abilities. Leader skill, he buffs all black attribute type units, buffs their agility by 30%. Ability number 1, his attack defense increased by 30%. Ability number 2, when his HP is below 30%, incoming skill damage will be halved. And then finally, we have Sasuke. So 4-star Sasuke, that's his stats. Again, his attack is on the higher side comparing to his HP and defense. Okay, first skill is a weapon type. Trigger speed is fast. Chakra cost is 55. He deals 5 times multiplier attack damage to a single target enemy. Chance to lower down the enemy's attack by 40%. Second skill is a no type skill. Trigger speed is fastest. Chakra cost is 40. He buffs his own attack, defense, and agility by 30%. For abilities, leader skills. He buffs all red attribute type units, buffs their attack by 30%. Ability number 1. He, after every action, his attack will be increased by 10%, maximum up to 10 turns, or maybe 10 stacks. Ability number 2, for the first 10 turns, his agility and skill damage will be increased by 50%. Okay. And then this time, whenever you are doing a multi-pull, all right, like the 50 gems pull, you'll be also getting the gacha points. Okay, so again, we have this, this fish paste / fishball points here. So again, it's from 2 points all the way up to 50 points. So you have 1% chance of getting 50 points, and then 10% of getting 2 points, and then these things over here. All right, so between 2 to 50 points, that's what you'll be getting every time you do a multi-pull. All right, so if you're super extremely lucky, doing 2 multi-pulls can net you 100 points. All right, but it's really rare because it's 1% chance. All right, so if you're really unlucky and just keep getting 2 points, then you probably need to do a lot of pulls in order to get your Kakashi. All right, but anyways, once you get these points, you can just trade them for either Kakashi over here or this ticket. This ticket is to guarantee you a Kakashi that will come out as level 80. All right, and or you can trade for these things. And the way to access this is just to click on your trading shop, and it's in one of those tabs. Okay. And that's about it. For the first time you do a multi-pull, it's guaranteed to give you a 5 stars unit. But again, it's not going to guarantee you a new 5 stars unit, which is the Kakashi. It's going to, you might get Choji, all right? Because I keep getting Choji for lots of stuff. But anyway, so you might get things you don't want, is what I'm saying. But the first time you do a multi-pull, you get a 5 stars for sure. So now on to the last part, which I didn't mention earlier, but this is the exciting part. So as you guys can see, I've actually gotten 63 stones now from 0. So last time, for those of you who have watched my previous video, you guys saw that I have 30 gems, right? So a little storytelling here, because some of you might not be following my Twitter. Some of you might not know what happened. So last time you saw that I have 30 gems. So I worked so hard for I don't know how many days. And then I finally got 50 gems. So interesting part is because I've already did 5 multi-pulls and a bunch of YOLO pulls, right? Like single pulls, and I didn't get any new featured characters, right? Remember, you guys know this. But what happened was, so that day I was at work. I was, doing performances and stuff. So during break time, I asked my guitarist friend, in the band, to help me do the honors and do a poll, because I really, really, really wanted that Jiraiya, remember? So I just asked him to do it. I'm like, let's do it. He doesn't even watch Naruto. He has no idea. He's like, okay, so what do I do? I'm like, just press this button over here and just press yes. And then he's like, okay, sure. So he clicked it for me. I just flipped my phone down. I put my phone down, facing down. I don't want to look at anything, okay? But then still I have to tap on the scroll, right? But then I covered the bottom part, so I don't know whether or not I'll be getting a 5 stars. And then guess what? Boom, I actually got my second Sage Mode Naruto. Let's see, over here. Currently it's level 13. So I actually got my second Sage Mode Naruto because he was doing the honors. I was like, wow, nice stuff, right? But at that point, it's a mixed feeling, because, you'd be like, yeah, it's actually really nice stuff to have another Sage Mode Naruto. But at the same time, I was kind of only a little bit disappointed because I actually really wanted Jiraiya. But then, that's why I said it's a mixed feeling. But then you know what? At the very final one, or the one before the final one, because we get 11 units, right? I forgot if it was the 11 units or the 10th units, guys. You guys got to see this. Bam. Right here, guys. I got my Jiraiya. I was like, oh my goodness. And then there's this special animation. I finally get to see it because a lot of you guys comment on my comment section saying that you actually get to see a special effect. So I did get to see the special effect. At first I was kind of shocked. I was like, what is this? Because you see this 2 stars or 3-star scroll popping up in my screen. Actually, no, it's a 2-star scroll. It's a green scroll, and then it gets burned, right? So it gets burned, and it becomes a 5 stars. I was like, oh, what is this? And then Jiraiya. Can't believe it, right? Out of all the exclusives, I actually got the one I wanted the most. During this event, right? So really happy, and I finally got him to level 90 just yesterday. And yeah, I've been having some fun with him, and he sure carries a lot. Basically, what I was doing for the Haku and Zabuza event. Okay, wait, let me show you my team. I basically have been using not this team right here, because you get like two times your score multiplier, right, with these things over here. So, and then Jiraiya basically just stops Zabuza and Haku from doing anything. So I calculated the amount of turns it lasts for. It's generally 2 to 3 turns. And then so I just basically silence them all throughout so they can never attack me. So my team never dies. That's why you see how I've achieved all my requirements already, because my team doesn't die since they can't even do anything. So yeah, it's pretty OP. And one thing I find out that it doesn't really work is on the current 6 stars awakening event, where it costs 40 stamina and we need to fight like 4 Kakashis. It's so ridiculous. It's actually really hard. I was surprised. But again, it only took me 1 try to complete all 3 requirements. And for those of you who don't know, it's you just need to complete the final battle, which is the whole mission, within 80 turns, and then you have to finish off your final opponent with a skill attack and then achieve S rank rating. All right, so I took a 6 stars Naruto with me, and then I just used my team, not team that you just saw, because they're too weak, right? The Narutos over there. It's with my Tsunade to keep healing, Jiraiya, Event Sasuke, and Kamui Kakashi, right? So it's really ridiculous. At first, you fight a single Kakashi, and then after he dies once, he basically just used a Bunshin no Jutsu to summon his own clones to kill you, and they get like super strong. What I did was I was able to silence 2 to 3 of them from time to time with my Jiraiya. But this main Kakashi, he is immune to Genjutsu. He's totally immune to Genjutsu. So Jiraiya doesn't work on him, doesn't even do damage. So I only needed to really defend myself against him. But then to do that, you have to kill off the rest of Kakashi first, because they keep debuffing you, keep on attacking you and stuff. It's really annoying. So my general strategy is, kill off the first guy first, and then he summons these 3, and then kill these 3 guys. All right, I believe you should kill this guy first because I've only did it once, but this guy over here, the final Kakashi, he just keep debuffing your whole team. So I wish I had Sakura. But anyway, so not going to go through this today, or will I make one video on that? I'm not too sure, because most of you guys who can handle that already know what you guys are doing. So yeah, that was a little bit of storytelling. The reason why I want to tell you guys is because now my next goal is actually this Ninetales Naruto. Because after going back to this Naruto and reviewing him again, I actually find that he is really strong. Because again, 5% plus 2,000 damage on all characters. That's pretty standard, pretty good amount of damage already. But when critical hit happens, he deals 3 times that damage. So it's like you using the skill 3 times. So that's pretty huge. But on top of that, you get them in this deadlock status, right? And then you debuff their attack and defense by 50%. So that's actually pretty huge. And then you actually make sure they can't get any debuff or buffs at all. So I think this is really good because it deals a good amount of damage and it debuffs them at the same time. And then his buff over here is pretty good because it actually benefits your whole team, increases their trigger speed by 1 rank. So I actually really wanted this Naruto after this Jiraiya. But at the same time, you see, I've already done like 6 multiples during this event, right? I don't know, like 3 on here or just 5 on the regular one before this was introduced. I forgot, or maybe just 2. But anyways, the point is I don't have that guaranteed 5 stars anymore. Not like it really matters a lot because I tend to get Troji, Troji, the Tro. But yeah, but still, a part of me actually want to still get the Sakura. Again, Sakura is extremely good because I tend to use 1 healer and 1 support unit on my team, right? But if you have Sakura, but if I have Sakura, then I can just use her and I can replace my support unit just with this. So I have 1, so this will replace 1 healer and 1 support unit so that I can have 3 damaging units, so which is huge. And again, especially after trying that 6 stars awakening mission, I realized how important it is. Well, I always realized this, but this is like, re-realizing it, that it's really important that you have a support unit that will heal off all your debuffs, because debuffs is huge now by your enemies. But if you have her, she can make sure you don't get debuffs or any negative status effect, which is crazy. All right, so I don't know, I'm like just debating. I've debated for like the past hour or 2 hours when I was thinking whether or not I should pull for the Sakura one or the Naruto one. But I think I'll be doing the Sakura one. The worst case scenario is just that I get another Tsunade, all right? But that's pretty not cool because you don't really need 2 healers on your team most of the time. And but the reason why is because so I can take advantage of this, all right? First time doing the multiple, I'll be getting 5 stars guaranteed, right? So I might end up getting Sakura, who knows, or I might end up getting Hashirama, or I might end up getting Choji again. But if I don't do it, a part of me will always think, oh man, I should have spent that 50 gems so I can at least get a 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys know what I'm saying. So I'm just going to do that on screen, and then I'll save up for another 50 gems since we have 13 more days, and I will try to get that 5 stars Naruto. I really want him. I think they go, they go hand in hand, like Sakura and Naruto, as well as Sasuke, right? Like if you have 3 of them in the same team, like on the same team, it's going to be crazy. Anyways, so enough of me talking. I know you guys just want to see the action, so here we go. Here we go, guys. Let's do this. All right. Come on out, Sakura. Totally make my day if that happens. All right. Here we go. So we have 4 stars Minato, and I'm going to click it. Ooh, wait. I shouldn't really ooh because it's guaranteed. Okay, we have Sasori. Wait, is that 1,000 puppets? I think that is. Not too familiar yet because I just got one. Ah, man. All right, let's keep my hopes up. Okay, nope. Come on, Sakura. No. Oh, what's with the lag? Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to be something good. All right, so that's it. So that was my 5 stars. No complaints, I guess. I'll just increase his Nindo, or probably I'll just keep both of them. Who knows? They might be useful one day. So that's it. So at least I tried. Next time I get my 50 gems, I'm going to try for Naruto. All right, so that's it. I hope all of you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys find this helpful. If you guys have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything, feel free to comment down below. And if you guys like what I do, be sure to please give me a thumbs up, the like button, and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel for more quality contents to come in the future. So hope all of you guys will have a great day, great night, great weekend, great whenever you're watching me, and take care. Bye now.